Salvete Omnes, this is I'm Amelia, also known as TheMartianGeek, and welcome back to another episode of The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky. Yeah, it's been a while. I can blame part of it on playing Trails of Cold Steel 3, but I finished that game on May 6th. For the time from then to now, I really have no excuse. Anyway, in the last episode, we cleared out the Sapphirel Tower, and had a lot easier of a time than I was expecting with it, honestly. It helps that I waited until we had Chloe in the party. I could have done it with just Estelle and Joshua, but there's no real reason to do it then, instead of just waiting until you have 3 party members, and therefore an easier time. And speaking of Chloe, we're going to be doing a lot of things related to her very shortly. I don't know, I like Chloe. Like I said before, her elemental locked slots are kind of a pain, but hey, we finally have a temporary party member who's not annoying, so that's always a plus. Now it's time to head off to Genus Royal Academy, which is East 252 Selge. I could have gone and refilled my EP at the end, but the next part of the game is really a lot of story and not much combat unless I actually want to fight these monsters. So I don't expect to actually need it for much. And we could go fight some of those pigs and all, but like, those are beginning of the chapter enemies. I don't know if we're going to get much benefit from doing so. We could go see how Chloe handles the Roadrunners, but whatever. There actually aren't a whole lot of enemies on this path. And let's see. See if I can remember the right directions. I think this is actually the farthest we've ever been out on this path. And we have a loop. What is the point of the loop? You'd think there'd be a treasure chest or something here. Is there really nothing around this loop part? There seems to be actually nothing. Well, moving on. So we should be almost there. Yeah, here we are, Genus Royal Academy. Ah, good old alma mater. Wow, so this is the Royal Academy. I like it here. It seems so nice and relaxing. Perfect type of environment for studying, I'd say. Well, everyone's in class at the moment. Actually, does it count as an alma mater if you're still in school? I'm not sure. It'll get pretty noisy if you just wait around a little while. Sounds like an evening at my house. Well, my family's house. My current house, it's anything but noisy, but I digress. We're having the campus festival soon. Ah, so I guess people are busy preparing for it. Correct. I want to introduce you to the head of the student council, but she's in class. So, I'll take you to the dean's office first. Why there? To meet Dean Collins. He's in charge of the whole academy. His office is on the first floor of the main building to the right. Got it. Well, let's go meet the dean then. So we have control, and we can explore the campus if we want, but there's not really a reason to do so just yet. We'll have plenty of time for that later. So, let's see, actually, she said the main building, right? Yeah, this is why I shouldn't play RPGs. I tend to forget instructions and directions pretty easily. Oh, hello, Chloe. Pardon me, Fauna, I just got back. Welcome back. Does she have a twin sister named Flora? If you're looking for the dean, he just went to his office. He's been quite worried about you. Oh, alright, I'll go and see him now. Wait till he finds out that we beat up some thugs in the town. Well, let's see, we don't need the social studies classroom. Wait, they said first floor, didn't they? Faculty lounge, and there we go. I'm back, Dean Collins. Looks like Dumbledore. Ah, hello, Chloe. And who might you be? It's nice to meet you, Dean. You're from the Bracer Guild. But you're so young. Very impressive indeed. Are you by any chance here because of the fire at the orphanage? Yes, actually. I see. That's terrible. I wish I could do something to help. Well, first, there's a matter of cheering up the children. Perhaps I could start there. Yes, sir. In that case, I will work on the play with Estelle and Joshua. I think that's a good idea. Estelle and Joshua, I wish you both the best. Do what you can. Yes, sir. To the best of our meager ability. I'm letting the head of the student council handle the matter of the play. Her name is Jill. She can tell you far more about it than I ever could. I'll see about setting up dorm rooms for you. Dorms? Well, the campus festival is almost upon us. I'd imagine that you'll need to rehearse every day for long hours. And if that's the case, you'll need a place to sleep, will you not? Oh, okay. That would be greatly appreciated. Lessons seem to have concluded for the day. Why not go and introduce yourselves to the president, then? Yes, sir. We should go to the student council room next. It's to the right of the main building on the second floor of the clubhouse. Okay, let's go. Wait, which right, though? It's like, this could be right, but it's also south. And there aren't any buildings east of it. Gonna assume it's this one. Everyone in the Woodwinds group is late. I wonder if I should just start getting ready on my own. Oh, genus lunch. Why the heck not? We learned the recipe. So yeah, it's another sit-down one. It's not as good as the oatmeal. But it's another recipe down. There's the student council room. So busy. The budgets for all the concession stands have been checked over. No problems with sending out the invitations. Now all that's left is the play. If we can't find anyone to fill the last two roles, the only option might be for us to fill them in ourselves. Oh no, there's no way you're acting in the play. The horrors I witnessed when we first tried those costumes on are going to haunt me for the rest of my life. Wow. Don't remind me. I never want to wear anything like that ever again. I'm back, Jill. Hello, Hans. Chloe? I heard about the fire. It must have been awful. Were the matron and kids all right? Yes, they're fine for now. The orphanage was burnt to the ground, though. I see. Well, try to keep your spirits up. Fretting won't do anyone any good. The best thing we can do is make the play something the kids can enjoy. Yes, Matron Teresa gave us the same advice. So, we'll give it our best. With your help, I'm sure everything will turn out fine. I think I was stressing about it just a few minutes ago. Who are your friends? Nice to meet you. My name's Estelle. I'm Joshua. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. So you must be the ones Chloe spoke of before. I told you I'd bring them here. They'll be helping too. Oh, that's a relief. I'm glad to meet both of you. I'm Jill Rydenor. I'm the head of the student council. Or is that Rydonor? Whatever. I'll be directing the play. And I'm the vice president, Hans. It's nice to meet you both. Likewise. Good to meet you too. You know... What? With bracers here, maybe we can incorporate stunts. Are you any good with the sword, Estelle? Well... My father mainly trained me on the staff, but I'm not hopeless at least. Okay, then that settles it. You'll have a big sword fight with Chloe. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A sword fight? She means in the play, of course. There's a duel between the two knights at the climax of the play. It's a really powerful scene, perfect for the final act. We don't have any girls who can use a sword well enough to compete with Chloe, much less make it look good. She beat every guy in the fencing tournament and took the top spot. Oh, wow! She actually beat out Hans in the final match. Thanks for reminding me, Jill. It's not that I'm no good, it's just that Chloe is way better. I'm still only an amateur. I don't think I'd be any match for a professional like Estelle. And again with the modesty. But hey, if you need my help, I'm your girl. You can do it, Chloe. I'm sure we can. Thank you. You know, a duel between two female knights ought to be pretty unique. Female knights? They're going to be playing the two male knights. Huh? But that leaves us without a role for Joshua. Oh my, whatever shall we do? He deserves to play a crucial role in this. Yes, a crucial role. I think we may have just the part for him. What kind of play is this exactly? It's called Madrigal of the White Magnolia. Chapter title drop. It's a famous story set in a time where there are nobles and commoners. Oh, so Erebonia then. A princess is courted by both a knight of royal blood and a commoner. In spite of their different social classes, the three have been friends since childhood. As you can imagine, this leads to complications between the nobles and the commoners. And there's a great happy ending to the whole thing. Hey, that sounds like fun! So then, why are the girls playing the guy roles? It's just something to make the production more interesting this time. Having guys and girls switch roles, that is. Really? Wow, and the teachers are okay with this? End sexual discrimination. Be free of gender roles. Put in that light, the teachers love the idea. Personally, I just thought people would get a kick out of it. Jill, you're incorrigible. Yep, though she says she prefers the title Evil Genius. I'm totally up for this. Hey, hold on a second. From what you're telling me, then, I think Joshua's starting to put two and two together here. The crucial role you need me to play is... Yep, you're really doing us a massive favor here. Thank you for introducing us to such nice people, Chloe. I'm sorry, Joshua. Oh boy. So, these are our costumes? I figured that if we're playing knights, we'd be all armored up. Well, armor and a helmet won't work so well if we want people to see you act. Honestly, those are kind of cute costumes. I like those. Nice and colorful. That's why I decided to arrange things so you'd be dressed more like the Royal Guardsman. Oh, I got it. It's perfect for Chloe. She's petite. Thank you so much. I think it suits you also. Really? Say, why are we dressed in different colors? Because I'm playing the Azure Knight, Oscar. You're playing the Ruby Knight, Julius. Now that I think about it, I wonder if those are foreshadowing anything in, Trails of Cold Steel. It makes the play more colorful. Ah, okay then. So what about Joshua? The object of your affection is the fair Princess Cecilia. Come on, Princess, this way. Wait, I'm not in the moment yet. Will our princess please sign in? Ellipses. If you're going to say something, say it. Don't leave me in suspense. Did they give him a wig? Well, how should I put it? I think it looks perfect. I'm shocked. You look beautiful. Indeed, such poise. Why, if I didn't know what's really going on under there, I'd be smitten at the very sight of you. Well, thank you for being so honest about it, at least. I'm not so thrilled, but... this is just as I'd hoped. Mwahahaha! I think everyone will be pretty pleased with the casting. Look at her glasses. Come on, everyone, let's make this play one to remember. Alright, yeah, Boo-hoo, sniffle. Ah, poor Joshua. I'm not really sure why he couldn't have done the sword fight. I mean, I don't know if a staff would be closer to a sword than daggers, but whatever. Afterward, Estelle and Joshua each slept in respective dormitories. Okay, Estelle, please use this bed. Thank you. That means you and Jill are in the same room. You two must be close. There are 3 beds in there, aren't we all in the same room? We have been ever since we first started here. And as roommates, we're pretty much inseparable. By the way, I have a proposition for you. What? Want to be an honorary best friend of mine? After all, we're going to be working together. You don't mind, do you? Of course not. Not superseding me, I hope. We're a best friend trio, right? Yeah, of course we are. My new best friends, Jill and Chloe. Wonderful. You know, not everyone can make friends that easily. Looks like it's just us girls in here. This will be fun. No need to worry about boys' prying eyes while we're here. You make it sound so dirty. You're so innocent. Like a little lamb. Oh, that's just mean. Just for that, I'm not baking you any sweets. Oh, well, pardon me. I apologize for offending you, Mademoiselle Chloe. Nope, try again. What's wrong, Estelle? What's with all the staring? It's no big deal. I just got a little green monster on my shoulder. What do you mean? I have some friends back in Roland, but the most we ever did was have sleepovers. I think it must be nice to have someone close living under the same roof with you. You have a brother. What do you think, Chloe? I'm not sure. I don't really understand what would make you jealous, Estelle. Huh? I concur. I almost want to ask where you get off saying something like that. Why would you say that? Oh, come on. You got a traveling companion, don't you? Pretty nice looking one to boot. Who you've also, I don't know, lived under the same roof with? Ah, so even the characters acknowledged it. Are you talking about Joshua? That's kind of a silly question. You got a hot guy with you all the time and you're jealous of us living in an all-girl household? I'm playing a tiny violin for you, like minuscule in size. Shows what you know. Joshua's more like a big brother to me. I mean, if you really need another girlfriend, Joshua looks pretty good in a princess dress, so he might be a poor man's substitute. Us living together is more like a family thing. Oh ho, a family thing, she says. I wonder if Joshua feels the same way. That? I bet that's not what a guy his age would think. It's gotta be tough for him to always be around a pretty girl like you. Enough, Jill! I'm so sorry, Estelle. Jill has a bad habit of picking on people. If we're gonna start talking about bad habits, is there something you'd like to say? Nope, I'm good. What did we get into with this new best friend stuff? Come on, don't mess with me like that. And really, Joshua? I mean, come on, no way! Someone's in denial. Jill! Oops, I just remembered I have to give my daily report to the teacher before bed. So, good night, ladies. Sleep well. Convenient exit. I swear. Oh, right. Estelle? If you'd like, I can lend you some of my pajamas. Estelle? What? Oh, right, pajamas. Sure, that sounds great. That Estelle and Joshua's unlikely life at the Royal Academy had begun. Poor Chloe. Morning, they wake up and go to school just like the other students. Hey, we get a free scholarship while we're at it. It's amazing the things you can get working with the Bracer Guild. Well, throughout the morning, they attended lessons with the other students. As the day wore on, lunch was enjoyed by all over pleasant, silly conversation, mostly revolving around how Joshua might look in heels. Man, high heels aren't even practical for women, let alone men. School was followed by rigorous rehearsals that lasted late into the night. Everyone was having such fun that time seemed to fly by. And the day before the festival... My friend, I fear that this was inevitable. Perhaps fate always intended for us to meet in so base a fashion. Speak, that we may both be unburdened. You know, another thing, why didn't they just gender swap the characters too? Like have two female knights competing for the attention of a prince. If nothing else, for our beloved princess. We would cleave a path through fate with our own hands. But at this moment, my words and her smile seem lost. Has fear clutched your heart, Oscar? But what is this passion that pierces me to the quick? Though I have no wish to fight you again, it would seem that I am left with little choice. Before this storm, by the name of revolution, should claim us both. Take up your sword, and we shall let fate decide. Yes, and may the goddess above see our spirits as they truly are. Come then, let it be done. Indeed. Whew. Woohoo! I finally got through the scene with no mistakes. And a convincing performance it was. I've got nothing on you, though. I don't think you've flubbed a single line. Well, I've been familiar with this script for a long time. I think I learned it at about the same rate you're going. I really appreciate you taking the trouble to rehearse. It's no big deal, you've kind of been my guide through it all. I think you would make a great bracer, personally. You flatter me. We finally do this for real tomorrow. I hope Matron Teresa and the children will enjoy it. They really mean a lot to you, don't they? They're like your family. I'm sorry, did I say something wrong? No, you're exactly right. They're the ones who taught me the real value of family. 'Cause it sure as heck wasn't Duke Dunan. Both of my parents died shortly after I was born. Actually, I think that was a spoiler. What? I was left in the care of an affluent relative I never wanted for anything. But I really had no idea what having a family was like. It was 10 years ago that I met the matron. 10 years ago? Was that during the 100 Days War? Yes, that was when I came to Rouen. Everyone I knew had scattered trying to escape the Imperial forces. Matron Teresa and her husband Joseph took me in and cared for me. Wow. After the war ended, we waited several months for word to come of my relatives. She and Joseph were so kind to me. That was when I first understood what it must be like to have a mother and father. And how it must be to have a family to be with. Chloe, I'm sorry. I've been rambling. You must be bored to tears. No, not at all. Let's really show everyone tomorrow how it's done. Right. I was worried before, but I'm really excited now. Jill and Hans sure have worked hard on this, haven't they? Yes, indeed. But I think Joshua has really been the biggest help. I never expected him to be such a good actor. Yeah. He acted all uninterested, but he sure plays the role of the spoiled princess well. He definitely nailed the mannerisms. I've seen professionals turn in worse performances. Does he have any experience in theater? I don't really know much about his life before I met him. Whatever went on back then, he's never wanted to talk about it. Oh. I'm sorry, I don't mean to pry. Don't sweat it. He's always been the type to be good at whatever he does. He's always so calm and collected. Sometimes he gets flustered, though, and that's when he's really cute. What? Perhaps our roles should have been reversed. Huh? Julius and Oscar. Somehow I think you would have preferred to play Oscar. How come? Well, maybe. I mean, Julius is the son of a noble, and I sure don't know anything about that. That's not what I mean. It's more about, you know, the ending. Oh, you mean how Oscar gets... Right. Well, it's just Joshua. And hey, do you mean you wouldn't like kissing Joshua? Don't be ridiculous. Still, it does seem rather risque. Come on, you're starting to sound like Jill. Besides, Joshua just sees me like a little sister. Does he? He's always treated me like a little kid, especially with my dad around. It drives me nuts. Anyway, there's absolutely nothing like that going on. Okay. Ah, here you are. Joshua? Hans? Rehearsal's over and you're still practicing. That's some dedication you two have. Ready for the big duel scene? Just leave it to us, it'll be flawless. Really? I look forward to seeing it. Anyway, what are you two doing here? Were you looking for us? Yeah, today's the last day that you two will be staying with us in the dorms, right? I was thinking we could have a big dinner to pump ourselves up. Maybe. Yeah, let's do it. I think it sounds like a great idea. By the way, wasn't Jill with you? She was called away by the dean some time ago. I'll go check on her. I'll come with you. You guys can go on ahead to the cafeteria. Okay. Let's go to the cafeteria. As you wish, boss. Don't call me that. The title is Princess Boss. Looks like they've really hit it off. Sometimes it worries me that he doesn't really let people get close. What? Oh, it's nothing. Okay then, let's go get changed. It'd be kind of embarrassing to walk around like this. I have to agree. That should do it. Want to go meet up with Jill? Alright, let's go to the dean's office. Okay, so we have control again. And let's see. Forget if there's anything else we need to do out here before actually meeting up. I know there are several hidden side quests about this time, so we're gonna have to tackle those, and because I'm not terribly familiar with them, we're gonna do them one at a time. So let's pause for a bit.